You know that feeling, right? You've been waiting for tickets to your favorite artists to go on sale. You're clicking frantically, you're stuck in that virtual queue, and then, damn, the price is just insane. Well, today, we're going to break down a government document that's taking direct aim at that exact frustration.
Seriously, it's a question every fan has asked. You see the face value, you think, okay, I can do that. But by the time you actually get to checkout, or worse, you have to go to the resale market, that price has just completely skyrocketed. It just feels so unfair, and you know what? It turns out the White House agrees.
And here it is. This is the official response. It's an executive order, which is basically a direct command from the top, and it's all about shaking up the entire ticketing industry. So let's get into what it actually says.
Okay, first things first. To really get what the solution is, you have to understand the problem, at least as the order itself defines it. So why does the White House think tickets have gotten so outrageously expensive?
Wow. Okay, the language in the order is pretty direct. It doesn't mince words at all, right? It's calling out unscrupulous middlemen for slapping on these egregious fees while adding basically zero value for you, the fan, or the artist. That sets a really clear, almost combative tone right from the very beginning.
So then the order lays out exactly how this happens. It points to scalpers using automated software, bots, to just snatch up thousands of tickets the very second they go on sale. Then those same tickets flood the secondary market with these insane markups. But here's the real kicker. The people making most of the money aren't the artists who are putting on the show. It's these middlemen and the ticketing platforms.
And if you want to understand just how big this problem is, the document mentions reports of fans paying up to 70 times a ticket's original price. Just let that sink in, 70 times. We're not talking about a 70% markup. This means a $100 ticket could end up costing you $7,000. It's just wild.
The order actually uses a specific economic term for this whole mess, rent-seeking behaviors. So, in plain English, what does that mean? It means you're making a ton of money, not by creating something useful or valuable, but just by exploiting a broken system. It's like you found a loophole that lets you charge more just because you can.
All right, so that's the problem laid out pretty clearly. But an executive order isn't just about complaining, it's about action. So now let's get to the good part, the government's official plan to fix this.
And this isn't some polite suggestion either. The order gives direct commands to some of the most powerful agencies in the U.S. government. We're talking the Attorney General, the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, and even the Secretary of the Treasury. They are all being put on notice to carry this plan out.
And here it is, the core of the whole thing, a 5-point strategy. First up, enforcing competition laws to break up what might be monopolies. Second, actually enforcing the Bots Act to, stop those ticket hoarding bots. Third, and this is a huge one for all of us, demanding price transparency. That means no more surprise fees at checkout. Fourth, going after deceptive practices in that wild west of the resale market. And finally, making sure that scalpers are actually paying their taxes on those massive profits.
Okay, a plan sounds great and all, but making sure it actually happens, that's a whole other story. So how does this order make sure there's real accountability?
Well, it has a built-in clock. The order gives these big agencies, the FTC, the Attorney General, the Treasury, exactly 180 days from the day it was signed to report back on what they've done. So this isn't some open-ended thing, it's a firm deadline. They have to show their work.
And that report isn't just going to be a summary of, here's what we did. Its job is also to look forward, to figure out where our current laws might be falling short, and to recommend new laws if that's what it takes to really protect fans and artists from these practices. So at the end of the day, we're left with the big question. We've got a deep analysis of the problem, we've got a multi-agency plan to attack it, and it's all on a deadline. But is this executive order going to be the thing that finally makes buying a ticket to see your favorite band a fair, transparent, and maybe even enjoyable process? I guess we're all going to have to wait and see.